So we're going to show you how we set up our little shelter here to hold the heat back into it, because it is getting a lot more cooler out. Temps dropped a lot. Hey guys.
Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday, January 19th. It's about 8:30 in the morning, and me and Calvin have a plan to go out into the bush today. It's going to be a cold day, so we're doing kind of a very cold trip out there. It's not going to be too long. We do both have a birthday party we have to go and attend to tonight. Happy birthday, Noah. But we're going to be having a nice lunch. I got some sausages for us that we're going to be going out and cooking up on the fire. Looking forward to that. Really quickly, I just want to show some of the things that I like to bring out whenever I know it's going to be very cold. First thing is my fluffy fat pants. I actually don't know what they're made of, but they're extremely fluffy. So I'll wear my thermals, these, and then my wool pants over top of that. I also bring along a couple of the hand warmers. Super easy, just throw them in the pocket and they're ready to go. I also have my military issued mitts, which are super warm, very nice. Oh, there's a raven attacking a hawk. The raven's winning. I also bring out, it's like almost like a tarp material, but it's an SOL reflective emergency kind of thing. It has the loops, which I have pre-cut paracord onto it, so it's easy. I can just put it up, tie it to whatever. And then I have my military parka, which I'm actually still in the debating of bringing out today. It's supposed to be, I think the lowest is minus 18 today, which is cold enough. It all depends on if the wind kicks in. But yeah, I'm gonna head out of here, I don't know, within the hour anyways. Get a good start out there and get some firewood. I'm sure we'll need to cut out quite a bit of it. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. And yeah, let's see how this goes.
No, not bad.
Yeah, you can feel it in the fingers and the nose, but anyways.
I think it was about, I was saying it's been minus 19, minus 20.
That's what I saw too.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Feels like you're in the snow.
Yeah, exactly.
You're walking, crunching it.
We're dragging that sled, man.
Yeah.
Holy, that was a loud drag.
It's spongy snow. We had wet weather yesterday and it froze over.
Yes, that's right,
Yeah.
too. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. No green. Perfect.
Hey guys, we got our firewood back here at camp. It's one thing when it's this cold outside. The cold air is more dry, and between the dryness and the coolness of the air, it actually creates a lot more swelling in your throat, and it's harder for the oxygen to get into your lungs and into your bloodstream. When you're out here in cold weather, I always bring with me, I just don't want want to sweat too much because we're going to be out here for the day. But I do bring a hooded cover. And what this will do is it'll allow you to be breathing in more moisture, making it easier to breathe, and keeping that dry air. You're building moisture inside of here because it's cold outside, warm inside. You're breathing in more moisturized air. And wow, just putting that on right now, I actually feel so much better already. Always make sure you have some sort of cover if you're out here in negative temperatures. And it's not fun when you're running out of breath carrying one log back when normally we don't run out of breath that easy.
Thing that I like to bring out into the bush when I know it's going to be very cold, potentially hard to start a fire, especially with the rain that we got yesterday and the freezing cold temperatures overnight. That can prove problematic. I've collected over my years Fatwood. It's called Fatwood. Essentially what it is resin in a dead branch of what I typically find them in is a red pine tree, and it's only the very first like few inches in the tree, and it's super hard, so the branch on a red pine dies off and the sap gets stuck in there. So you cut it off right close to the trunk, and it's like a waxy type ember red type substance, and it's super flammable. I cut up some pieces for a demonstration here, but you can kind of see it's a really pretty color. I don't know if you can see the sun kind of hitting it. It's like almost looks like beeswax, but it's very flammable. Hopefully this will go in our demonstration here. And it kind of burns like a candle. It smells, yeah, like resin. Okay, that one out. There she goes. So yeah, super flammable. And it's a little windy right now. It's gonna blow that out, but you can see maybe some of that black resin starting to bubble. And this will, yeah, it burns like a candle. Like I've taken like this, I've stuck it in some ash, and I can watch this burn for, quite a long time. But it's real handy to have, especially if you're having a hard time starting a fire. So I thought that was kind of a fun tip to share.
just gonna shout this out. My mother-in-law made this beautiful, thick sweater for Christmas gift for me and Josh. He's got one as well. I just want to say, these things are so warm. This is like the perfect, once you're done your work day, you've got your wood gathered, you just want to stay nice and warm. This here is so thick. I'm out here in a sweater. Still probably minus 19, I'd say. It is warming up a bit throughout the day, but it's still very cold. And this sweater is just awesome. Hey guys, so we talked about in our last video with the review and stuff, everything we bring out. So Josh even one-upped me this time, and he brought out a literal heat reflective tarp with the holes in it. It's SOL as well, but that way we're not using an emergency blanket. We actually have a tarp, which is awesome. So we're going to show you how we set up our little shelter here to hold the heat back into it, because it is getting a lot more cooler out. Temps dropped a lot. So we're cold, we just had lunch, and so we got the fire, we stoked it up pretty good. But we're going to get ourselves set up here, and that way you guys can see how we do it when we come out here on a very cold day, how we stay warm. Hey guys, this is what we're working with. We have our ground sheet up, holding a lot of the air back at us. We've got the Mylar thick tarp reflecting that heat back inside. And so we're just sitting comfortably over there, hanging out. It's cozy in here now. I can feel the heat from here, just from back here. I can feel it coming off the tarp, coming back down. So it's pretty awesome.
Calvin and I were both talking about things that we bring out. I never thought about it before because I usually go out by myself. But we started bringing along a sled. This sled right here. For bringing out stuff for my back, and heavier stuff for cooking and all that kind of stuff. But it also serves as like a safety thing too. If I were to hurt myself, or Calvin were to hurt himself, it's easy enough to throw the person in a sled and drag them out to safety. So definitely one of those things that we're starting to do more often, even if we don't have to have the sled. Just bring it just in case.